Tampa city leaders are turning down the volume in the Channel District. Law enforcement will no longer have to use the decibel system to measure sound right now. It's going to be a judgment call for the officer whether or not the noise is too loud. And 10 Tampa Bay's Megan Myers is explaining how you could see more changes like this down the line.
As Tampa continues to grow, we're having to find that balance with noise, especially when we're having a lot more mixed use development where you have residential mixed in with commercial.
On Thursday, city leaders made the first step in addressing noise control, focusing on the Channel District. They say this change was made after receiving dozens of complaints from people living close to entertainment spots.
Channelside started as a residential district before it even had any entertainment uses.
Officers will now be able to determine for themselves if they think the noise is blasting a little bit too loud, rather than having to use a measuring device. Nicole Travis, Administrator of Development and Economic Opportunity, says now the city wants to look at other areas within city limits to see if more changes should be made, and they want to hear your thoughts.
What are the things that need to change as far as enforcement pieces?
Tampa City Council member Joseph Citro says the goal is to find a balance for both people living in the city and business owners.
We have to have businesses thriving here. We have to have entrepreneurship, but we're going to have to coexist.
To hear people's thoughts, the city will be holding 3 community meetings.
What's important to them, and so that's the information that we're going to gather over the next several months, and then we're going to take that information back to City Council.
The first public meeting is set for Tuesday, May 31st at the David Barksdale Senior Citizen Center.